entirety to the public. There's certainly as much public interest in this case as there was in the Branch Davidian case.
All right, so look, let's see what happens next. I love having you back on. Let's go through it and test it as it happens. Other issue. So I just had Chip Roy on from Texas, Republican, you know him. He says Pelosi doesn't want to do anything to do an emergency fix for what's happening on the border. She could put a bill on. She could have done it yesterday. She's not doing it. Nobody's talking about this. I don't understand. Why don't you guys seize the initiative here? The president has defined this crisis wrongly from the beginning. He wants to demonize the people who come across the border. His latest fix makes no sense to close down the border. It wouldn't change the problem, and it would hurt our commerce. I don't know where he's getting his commerce information from. Why don't you guys seize the initiative and do something? This is bad down there.
First of all, Chris, you are absolutely right. The president raises this issue every time he's feeling cornered. He uses this to ignite his base and to create kind of excitement in his base. The Democrats have been in charge for about 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, we passed H.R. 1, the most comprehensive ethics reform since Watergate. We passed universal background checks. We passed equal pay for women for equal work. We've begun hearings on prescription drug prices. We're working. We've introduced legislation on the DREAM Act and fixing TPS. We will move forward on a comprehensive immigration bill, but the fact is the president has no interest in solving this problem.
But
he
then
likes
push
to
the
use
issue.
it when he feels cornered.
Push the issue.
We're going to push the issue. We appropriate additional money.
Don't do comprehensive.
No,
You'll never
look,
get it done. Just give them the resources they need to process the cases.
But
and talk about the asylum rule.
Chris, we did the resources. We provided additional resources for infrastructure at the border, additional resources for personnel, for immigration judges, and we'll continue to do that. But in addition to that, Chris, we need to have a willingness on the part of the president to actually solve the problem, to look at the causes of the violence in the Northern Triangle. This is a complicated issue. Democrats have put forth a number of good ideas to respond to it. The president uses it as a political issue, and you know why he's using it today? Because he just made a proposal to repeal health care in its entirety for 20 million Americans to lose their health insurance, lose coverage for pre-existing conditions. So now he wants to change the subject. So he sends out a tweet about closing the border.
Listen,
that's not how you solve problems.
Listen, I am with you about not going down the Trump tunnel when he leads you in distraction. I get it. We make a market on it in this show. However, you got time on the health care thing. They don't have a plan. They can say they have a plan. They don't. If they're going to work it through the courts, and he'll see if he gets an easy win there, which I don't understand when he's got double precedent for the Supreme Court, that's going to take time. This is happening now. This is bad now. He is misleading the country about it. He's pitching them a solution that won't work. There's an opportunity here for you guys. I'm telling you, I'm going to go down
Chris,
there.
No,
I can't believe you're not acting on it.
Chris, I agree with you. I've been down there twice. We have acted on it. We've provided additional resources for personnel, for infrastructure, for more judges. We will do more of that. But you have to do more of that. But part of this is driven by a change in policy, the zero tolerance policy that is causing the prosecution of cases when people come in seeking asylum. It's a change in that policy by this administration that is contributing to this problem. So we also need to fight against those broken policies. But we're devoting resources to this. What we need is a partnership in our Republican colleagues and in the president to actually solve this problem.
Congressman, here's what I'm saying. I do everything I can. I'm not coming at you on what your arguments are. They're all salient. I get them. They're legit arguments. This is an emergency. They're holding them in pens like animals, not because they want to, because they have to. They did with the separating the kids.
No, that's not true.
There was a harshness.
Chris,
That's not true.
They are holding them in cages because they want to.
No.
Because they've changed the policy. When you came to this country previously and you were seeking asylum, you were processed. There was an initial determination made. Then you were released pending your final hearing.
They can't handle the flow.
The president changed that with his zero. The president changed that policy with zero tolerance, and he said, we're going to prosecute you for seeking asylum. That's what changed. So he's created this humanitarian challenge at the border in large part because of a change in policy.
It's an aspect.
So look, we've got to devote resources to that, but we need to be smart about it. We need policy
that
isn't
being smart about it, acting on the fact you're going to have people die down there. They can't be held in these conditions this way.
Exactly, and they shouldn't be. And that's why we're fighting against that. But we've also devoted additional resources, and we will continue to do that. But this requires a comprehensive fix.
Can't do comprehensive. You guys can't do it. You can't get it done right now. At least deal with the exigencies.
We can do both. We can do a comprehensive fix. You've got to fix the problem. You've got to stop this zero tolerance policy that's contributing to it.
They're letting
The
them
real
go
problem,
now
Chris, is-
with notices to appear that aren't even filled out. They're not even giving them ankle bracelets. They're overwhelmed.
But here's the problem. The department has never adjusted to the change in migration. It used to be mostly single men that were coming across the border. Now
They're
it's
families.
And they never made adjustments in facilities, in
What
personnel,
are the rules?
processes.
You can come
That needs
across
to-
illegally.
Well,
They catch you. You say you want asylum. You jump the line.
But, Chris, look, we have asylum laws in this country. And if you are, in fact, fleeing violence or persecution
Then
or
that's
gang
legit.
violence, you have a
Then
right
that's
to
legit.
petition.
But they
and
don't have enough people to process. They need more people to
No, that's
process.
right. But, Chris, we just provided additional resources to do
Wasn't
just
enough.
that. And if we need to do more, we will. But part of this problem here is dealing with the origins of the violence in the Northern Triangle.
That's true.
A change in policy by this department.